Real quick before this video starts, I just want to say that this video, just like all my other King Gizzard videos, has been edited down by Chivo, so shout out to Chivo, I really greatly appreciate it. Secondly, the reaction itself is taken from one of my viewer submission live streams from a couple months back, and those are going to be returning this week. We're going to be doing them Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, so make sure you stop in if you want, send me some music, and I will basically just be reacting. So, yeah, check those out if you're interested, and enjoy the video.
Murder of the Universe by King Gizzard. Okay, listen, I'm becoming King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard pilled. I've enjoyed all 4 albums I've heard up to this point. I thought they've all been great. All of them have gotten an 8.5 or higher. And I'm hoping this one's going to be good as well. This album is 21 songs, 46 minutes, came out in 2017. Alright, let's just get into this. This is a 46-minute album. Track 1, A New World.
As soon as the dust settles, you can see a new world in place of where the...
Oh, that's my microwave. I can feel my microwave downstairs. I can, like, feel it vibrating in the floor.
Your skin is crawling with dry, crusted mud, and your naked feet are wet in a pool of blood.
Sounds weird, I'm either gonna love it or hate it.
In your ears is so loud
based on how I felt about King Gizzard's other stuff, I have high hopes.
And as your eyes accommodate, there appears by the meadow.
I'm assuming I'm gonna lean towards liking it.
There is a long, dark shadow, and you violently shake over what you've seen as you remember the tale of the altered being.
I think I see an altered beast by the tree.
Okay, hold on a sec, right? Firstly, that intro, pretty cool. I would give it an 8. I wouldn't, like, return to it or anything, but I think as an opening piece, as a tone setter, as an establishing piece of the album, I think it worked pretty well, so I'd give it an 8. Let's just continue. What the hell is this album cover, by the way? It looks like this big, like, monster made out of goo, like, taking over a city. Or like emerging out of hell or something. I have no clue what the hell is going on there.
But know with conviction, it's here you are. With an unsteady gait, the critter moves forth. You feel his rhythm as he tramples the earth. And you stare at his figure, stupefied in dread, as his gaze locks to yours and bores into your head.
So we're in 11 here.
The pulse is so loud on the inside of your brain, and you find that your feet are stuck into the terrain. Closer he comes, making dust out of stone. Forsaken you are, and what's more, all alone.
I think it went into 6 there. Transitions have been fantastic, so I'm actually just gonna let this one play out. This one's an interlude. I like that song a lot. That was a great opener to the album. I guess it's the first proper track. I'd give it an 8.6. 8.7. Incredible tone setter. Production is fantastic.
listener, we crossed the foe with the weapons and heavy cargo.
I feel bad pausing this because it feels like this is basically interrupting the flow of the album feels a little weird because it feels like when people say, "Oh, the Beatles, you're not listening." Like the biggest complaint I get on like my Beatles videos is like, "Oh, but you're pausing and talking. You're meant to listen to it all as one." This feels like that, but like actually unironically, it's meant to be played all in one. So that interlude was pretty cool. Give it like another 8, I guess. Altered Beast 2.
Now, dear listener, we crossed the foe with the weapons and heavy cargo. I am the saber, the catapult and bat. I am the demon bearing misery and fear. And I spy you convulsing from way over here. I could pull you apart, or I could cut you to pieces. I could make you weep crimson tears from the lesions. But the thing that I lust for, and the thing that I'll get, is to take over your body and to be in your head.
I see you.
I think that's 7/16. It's not 7. Wait, no, it would be 7/8, but really quick 7/8 even. A bar of 7/8 and a bar of 10/8. But it sounds like it's 16th notes though. I don't know.
I want to rain your head. Rusty red.
I don't care about the time signatures. Well.
I won't quit if you quit. See to it.
Oh, it's in 9. Yeah, it's in 9.
See you. I'd like to put it in my head.
To me, you are game, just a sweet bit of meat. Come closer and drink malevolence from my tea.
Even this bit's in 9 as well. Yeah, it feels like one long song. It's like the Beatles medley if it was actually one long song instead of like a bunch of different songs mashed into one.
My left hand is a knife, and my right is a fork. I will pull you apart like a butcher pulls pork.
I see you. A waste of your
Yeah, this bit is in 9.
I won't leave. Only here. Wait your death.
Yeah, I saw the album was split into 3 parts. So we're on Suite 1, The Tale of the Altered Beast, and then there's Suite 2, The Lord of Lightning versus Balrog, and then Suite 3, Han-Tyumi and the Murder of the Universe.
Want to seize your brain. I'd like to put it in my head.
I see you are nervous. I see you are fumbling. Come hither, my friend. My stomach is rumbling. Your dumb human head is full.
That was my favorite up to this point by a decent bit. I get that at 9.3. That was fantastic. That was so cool. Oh my god. Yeah, Fantano, I don't get why he gave this album a 6. I legit have no clue. This seems like the type of thing that Fantana would mess with. And he only gave it a 6. Maybe it gets worse later? Possibly. But this first third of the album is looking like it's going to be super strong so far.
Naivety. Your impending fate is to be one with me.
I kind of didn't like the spoken word. I guess that's fair.
Now we cross to our friend on the monster's plate. In time he will turn and reincarnate.
I know I see.
I'm just gonna let it play.
Ten beasts by the tree.
I'm just gonna let it play and give my thoughts while it's playing. 8.2, my favorite of the interludes so far. It was actually a very effective interlude and one that I honestly could see myself even returning to. I'll give it a heart. And I was full of it. That's why I so far. I mean, with the spoken word stuff, that actually does give some context as to why he doesn't like it. I could kind of see that. Doesn't like the spoken word. He gave Linger a 10, which is one nice spoken word. It's very different spoken word though. It's like stylistically like a completely different game.
Nine pearl fangs, a true sign that you're deformed. Once a man, now a monstrosity reborn. No more consternation, no longer insolution.
Bro, the flow is so good. I'm not even gonna
Beast
pause.
DNA
That was like
into
the.
your nucleus.
It's a 9 for me. The riffs were insane. Production is incredible. Love the vocals on that one. That was amazing. Oh, this is great. Nothing that's come close to what would be one for you. I mean, of the Altered Beast songs so far, Altered Beast one has been my least favorite, but still great. Altered Beast 2 is where it's at for me. Altered Beast 2 is a heater. It's the first 10 out of 10 for you that you've discovered from the streams. That was awesome. Hey. Fair enough. Cool. It's like the same level of quality as the other interludes. I'm just gonna let it play again. Give it an 8.
You don't feel a thing in your sinuous head. No love, no pain, and no fear of dread. Your apathetic dispassion has made you distort, and your savoir-faire is to kill for sport. You'd wound a small creature and watch it wiggle, and lust to feel so bad that you'd force a giggle.
Oh, the panning
So
on the
crooked
drums, that's so
and
cool.
curled is your point of view. There is no other creature more malicious than you.
I'm completely satisfied.
You're ruthless and savage and sadistic and vindictive, and you find human flesh is incredibly addictive. But the longer you live and the longer you kill, there's a void that gets harder and harder to fill. The void that you feel within would suggest that a canyon has opened up inside of your chest.
Emptiness inside of me, and all of the soul around me. I got myself to see it bleed.
So,
I don't feel anything.
I'm guessing the male voice is meant to be like this monster, and then the female voice is maybe like the voice of God or something like that. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. It's like sort of a narration talking directly to the monster, and then this is it being very direct about like what it's feeling after all of it. I don't even know. I don't know what's going on, and I kind of don't care because the sound of this is carrying.
Insincere and trivial. The world is void of all meaning, and now I don't feel anything. Never. I don't feel heinous. I don't feel no pain. I don't feel nothing. I don't feel anything.
The sole thing that will make your void obsolete is to find someone new, some sapid fresh meat.
Altered beast, an altered beast inside me. Oh! I am an altered beast.
Are you you? Are you me? Or someone in between? You lost track.
The final
inside
song on
the
this hat, damn it,
labyrinth.
is my favorite
You
so
lost
far.
your will and your sanity.
That was fantastic.
You
That was like a combination of all of the best elements of the
taken
first
much more
third of
than
this
your
project,
will.
and it made for my favorite moment up to this point. That was great.
May you return to the ground and ossify. It's time for you to die. Die. Die.
No, pause. So that was the end of the first third. All I'm going to do is I'm going to give... I think I'm going to give my individual scores for each third of the album, as well as giving my overall score for the album. I would give that final little moment there like an 8.3. It was a nice little piece to close off the first side of the album. Nothing like mind blow or anything, it was sort of on the same level as the other interludes. That was a nice little closing piece. Let me add up my scores for the first third, and then I will tell you what my overall score for it is. My overall score for the first third of this album would be an 8.6. Pretty fantastic first third. Let's see how it continues. I don't even know what to score that.
There is a secret I've
Give it
been
an 8.
keeping. A story true and genuine. And I have not the candid heart upon their faces and the doomed fate of the morrow.
What was the first... Wait, that first track was the segue from People Vultures to Nonagon Infinity.
And life become a fire.
Damn.
I saw it from my hiding
Nonagon.
place. I bringeth forth the drama.
I didn't even notice that.
Unabridged and unignored, the battle of the Balrog and the mighty lightning.
Lord of lightning shifts his gaze.
8.3. That was cool.
Points his strong finger out.
Cool little
Electricity escapes, leaves destruction in his wake.
Oh, Nonagon Infinity. Yeah, it literally is Nonagon Infinity. This came out in 2017. When did Nonagon come out? Oh, 2016, so Nonagon came out first.
One more time, the vault lights up a carnival of paint. I endeavor to watch the panic, but I worry that I will faint.
Oh, this bit's just in 7, okay.
And from the Lord's electric snare, one goes in his electric chair. His electric trap was electric cyanide. The luckless hostage has been thoroughly fried.
Oh my god.
And as the cadaver lay studied with open crusted eyes, the smoking corpse began to twitch at my great surprise.
Ooh, the panning on those
Figure
vocals is
sprung
so
up,
cool.
and at once it caught alight, and the creature known as Balrog was born that very night.
Oh, no, didn't. Right, we're gonna pause real quick. That was fantastic. One of my favorites up to this point. I will give it a flat 9. Yeah, that was great. It has callbacks to like Nonagon Infinity. I don't know if this is meant to be like a continuation of that album, like this second third of this album, but it has like tons of callbacks to it. Apparently there was like a section in one of the earlier tracks that led into it from Nonagon Infinity. Yeah, that's honestly really cool, and I like that they're tying it back to like older stuff. And not only that, the sound of this is just amazing. Like, this is just as good, if not even stronger, than a lot of the stuff on Disc 1 was, and I'm excited to get into the rest of it. The Balrog.
Balrog fears not the lightning lord. He's fixed on us, has him ignored.
And this bit is just in 5. Project last this song, I can't lie.
I build the bravery to sneak a glimpse at its expression. And beyond the flames, I see in smoke. I fear that God's a chef, and he's thrown us into a great pot. He is here, fully formed, and glowing red and lapis hot.
That little percussion section was so cool.
Then, the future was as laid out as the burnt
I
bark
honestly love
swayed.
these spoken word bits. Apparently, like, they were
And so
Fantano's
the
least
damned
favorite part of the
remaining
album.
knelt before the
I think they
red
work so
behemoth.
well.
And as there appeared the endemic monstrosity, the lightning lord was back and charged the Balrog with animosity.
I'm guessing this is the Balrog on the album
Furious,
cover.
he pummeled his breast, and ablaze alit the heavens. The stage was set for war, and to the Balrog, the Lord's finger beckoned.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a 10. That is my favorite song on this project up to this point. That blew me away. That actually blew me away. That is one of the best King Gizzard songs I have heard. Like, they're doing this big, grand presentation, like these two mythical beasts are about to fight or something, which I would normally find kind of goofy in a song like this, but it works so well, because they're leaning into it. They're playing it straight, but not taking it too seriously, if that makes sense, and it's making me actually invested in this. This has been fantastic so far. That song is unironically a 10. We're going to continue. Quite the switch up here. I feel like this is the most drastic switch up between tracks we've had so far.
And thus, revenge was and we are reminded we're lords over this altered world.
It's been my favorite of the interludes so far, 8.5. That I would actually probably see myself returning to that a decent bit, even though it's only like a minute and 50.
And as the acrid Balrog corpse smoulders just like it began, the lightning lord escapes as day fades into
I have so much music to listen to, I'll never run out. Legit.
moonless night.
Okay, so is this the spoken word bits, is this like a kind of like The Watcher, where it's like just telling like a narrator for a bunch of different stories that are kind of similar? Is that what that's meant to be? And I used the most loser point of comparison there, by the way. I used The Watcher, which is, like, I'm a complete nerd for that. That was a solid close to the second third of this album. Nothing crazy, nothing mind-blowing, it's just another interlude. It's like an 8.3. Let me figure out my score for disc 2 real quick. My score for Disc 2 would be an 8.7. Here we go, Disc 3. Welcome to An Altered Future.
Impertinent and ignorant. Unremembered God.
Different narrator voice now.
The world fades to black. Digital black. Welcome to an altered future.
Despondent, lugubrious, no future. We turn down bodies to computer. No future, computer every day I skate.
Okay. So, from what I'm getting is, every disc so far is telling like a different apocalypse story. The first one is a monster rising up from hell and wiping out the world. The second one is the Lord of Lightning, so I'm guessing Zeus, battling a beast, and it causes the corpse of the beast to like burn up in the sky and rain fire down or something like that. And then this last one is seems like a digital future that leads to the destruction of mankind, I guess. That's actually really cool. It's a great concept for an album. I dyed my hair invisible. Exactly.
The last who feels the pain from the wound. The last to be birthed from the flesh of the womb. Wretched life in this altered place. There must be more I can embrace. Hello, my name
That was
is
probably-
Han-Tyumi.
That's probably my least favorite of the opening like proper songs out of the 3 discs so far, but it still was great, still pretty engaging, still fun. Give it an 8.5. Han-Tyumi, the Confused Cyborg.
I am a cyborg. Born, if you may call it that, in a world that is dense and black. Created without
was your
a
favorite so
desire
far?
to draw
Damn.
breath, without a desire to have being, without a yearning just to be. It liked my desire back, and I ambled upon some understanding. The gold beneath the virtual rainbow. I am bereft of 2 human things. 2 things between myself and mankind. Death and the vomit. I want the perspiration. I want the nausea. I want to be sick. I want to feel the hot, piquant nuggets. I wanted to find passage through my cold figure. I want to make a mess. I want the odor. I want the spectacle. And I want it again.
This album is fire.
I want it all. And I would like to die. Please. And then to be gone.
This is the first
Expired,
human core album that
perished,
isn't just Brad Core and
fallen,
forming taste. Exactly.
forevermore.
Man was fun. Give it an 8. The robot voice I'm not crazy on, but that instrumental was absolute heat. It was so good.
So I built a machine, a human machine. I made it with steel and soy-protein. And into a vat.
Or Fantano, exactly. Fantano gave it a 6.
and to die just like that.
Oh, that was it? That was okay. Not crazy on it. 0-7. Exactly listening tank.
And when I declared to my design, like Frankenstein's monster, the blasphemous joke, my creature had no love for me, which made me berserk.
Fantano's full of it, this is awesome. As I'm getting along with this, I can actually see why Fantano doesn't like it. I actually kind of get it. I love this, but it definitely makes sense why this isn't Fantano's thing.
So I took over my creation, the spew-coated protein. I plugged myself in.
I don't feel blessed with a bullet in my neck. I feel like death.
What was my reason for understanding his dislike? It's the fact that each third of the album is so disjointed from the other, and I feel like he would want a more cohesive experience, like front to back. And also the fact that there's a lot of like spoken word stuff in this, and in this context I can understand why he wouldn't be a big fan of the spoken word stuff. That was an 8.3. That was really cool. Not my favorite so far. It's still one I would see myself returning to.
Cascading from my input.
Not a casualist, I see myself returning to casually.
My breath and into onto the floor, and with a heavy slap it hits the ground and spreads inside my body. The pressure is too great, and like some ancient geyser I erupt. My head hits the roof and my body breaks apart with the force of the liquid blast. Vomit bomb, chunky shrapnel tears through everything around me. I am vomiting. I grow onto spurs, bleeding through
I can see that
walls.
listening time.
I force myself upon others. I slide up legs and crawl down roads. I integrate. I turn lakes into porridge and buildings into bile. I am a noxious soup filling valleys with vomit torrents. Castles crumble and landslides
castle
are down
crumble.
onto the rubble. It tastes good.
This is gross, but it's too well written to hate, I agree.
10,000 times bigger. I seep into power sockets and travel along the wires at the speed of light. I am on fire. This is sex. I am every one and every zero. 1 million. I am supercharged, flaming puke storming every cell, molecule and atom I can find. And cancer. Output. I am in orbit. 1 billion. I am Saturn's rings and Jupiter's storms. I am the weather. I am the sun's heat. I am the night sky. 500 billion. The solar system is due. To the Cooper belt and beyond, I fill the void. Comets vomit acid rain. Spilled milk over the Milky Way. 1 trillion. The stars are myself. Racing faster outwards, upwards, downwards, inwards, losing track of my place in the vomit. First, I am heavy. I am gravity. Nebulous pregnant with bath hole safe and first. Expansion. I shoot arrows at time in all directions. I am a black hole shitting into the void. I pass through the skin of perception and into the next. Nonillion. The cosmic microtone background becomes transparent. Like rising damp, Munt soaks into the walls of the cosmos and it topples like foggy breath. I am dark energy accelerating. Multiverse. Entanglement. I am time. Centered in. Time missing. Critical density. Contraction. Singularity. Everything and nothing. Life and death. Murder of the universe.
Man, I beg your pardon? I did not ask you to play. Go back. Only King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard would end an album this grand and this ambitious with a song about a robot turning the entire universe into vomit. That was pretty good. That was honestly a very, very silly but surprisingly fitting way to end this crazy ass album. It's so dumb, but it works. It works so well. Also, we got the... It's weird hearing the English voice of the robot say the word Munt. That's such an Australian word. Real quick, I'm going to add up the scores for Disc 3 and then the scores for the overall album, and I will tell you what my overall score for this album is. What I think of it compared to their other albums? It's not my favorite of theirs. It's still pretty great. Disc 3 is... So I guess an 8.1. This is my least favorite of the discs, but it's still very good, regardless. Now, give me just a moment. I will add up my scores for all 3 discs. Divide that by 3. Huh. This album has ended up getting the lowest... Actually, not the lowest score, but it's ended up tying with the other album at an 85. Huh. It does make sense, though, with all of, like, the interludes and stuff. I only gave one of the 30-second interludes a 7. I gave them all 8s. Which, to be fair, did probably affect the score. Honestly, that's probably the only reason this album got the score it did. But I feel like I need to score them, because not scoring them for the sake of getting it to a higher score wouldn't really be fair. I would put this just ahead of Infest the Rat's Nest at number 4.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. Shout out again to Chivo for editing this. I seriously really greatly appreciate it. Let me know what you think of this album down below. How does it compare to other King Gizzard albums? And what other albums would you like to see me listen to in the future? Links in the description to my Discord, my album of the year, my Twitter, and my second channel. Check those out if you haven't. Make sure you like and sub if you haven't as well. We're on our way to 2K. And yeah, I will see you all whenever I next stream or upload. Bye bye.